Hello, everybody.
I see the cool chair. You're my big dog right here. What? Got something back here with you, baby. What's your name? Prayer? Prayer.
What's your name, senior?
D'Angelo Lamar Anderson.
All right, this is number 250-446-5701. Pew City, Michigan versus D'Angelo Lamar Anderson. Appearances, please.
Jennifer Douglas for the people, P72748.
And yes, Your Honor, Brandon Bird on behalf of D'Angelo Anderson. My client waives his right to the formal reading and will stand mute.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Anderson. Bond recommendation from the people.
Your Honor, since this is charged as an assault and battery, I'm not going to object to a personal bond. I am, however, asking for a tether to ensure no contact. We have a concern here. And then Mr. Anderson is alleged to have attacked not just his two sisters, but also his mother with a metal mop handle. And his mother indicates that he also had destroyed some furniture. He does have some priors. It's 2 counts of unarmed robbery from 2014 and 2016 home invasion second, Your Honor. So there is that history there. We would note that 3 people apparently weren't sufficient to end the alleged assault. And so we're going to ask for a tether to ensure no contact.
All right, Ms. Douglas, just clarification. This is his mother and siblings?
Yes, Your Honor. His 2 sisters and his mom.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Bird. Just address the issue of tether.
Your Honor, one moment, yeah. One moment, sir. Please, just exercise your right to remain silent.
Yes, sir.
And all he was doing was clarifying his relationship with the individuals, Your Honor. But my client does have somewhere else to stay. I don't believe a tether is necessary. We haven't been presented with any capious history. I don't believe him to be a threat to the community, Your Honor. As of right now, he's still an innocent man. And if you look at that knot on his head, he's the one that caught a whooping in this matter. And indicates to us he's the one that got beat down bad and with a mop stick. But with that being said, Your Honor, my client knows he's not going to be able to go back to the complaining witness's house. At this point, he doesn't want to be, because he doesn't want another knot on his head. And respectfully, we're gonna just ask this court for a personal bond, no tether, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Bird, for that. Is your client working?
He isn't working. He is working. He does asbestos removal, Your Honor. He's had this job for almost a year now.
Is he self-employed or does he work for somebody?
He works for somebody.
Okay, what are his work hours?
6 a.m. to 3 p.m., Your Honor. I'm asking no tether, please, Your Honor. Like, you understand?
Okay, Mr. Bird, I agree with you.
Got you. All right, thank
you. Okay, is that the only time I get you to pause if I agree with you?
Most of the time.
All right, at least you're honest.
No, you give me the pause or not. Give me the pause when you don't listen to me too.
All right, $10,000 personal bond. At least at this point, I don't see a need for a GPS tether. No contact with Nadia Anderson, Zaza Anderson, and his mother.
All right, in jail, your name, please.
Austin Bird.
Mr. Bird, this is a misdemeanor file, 204085SM. I'm going to read it to you.
This is Jefferson McCain appearing on behalf of Mr. Bird for the limited purposes of arraignment. Mr. Bird has notified me that he intends to plead guilty today.
Okay. Mr. Bird, has anybody forced you or threatened you to make you plead guilty on this charge?
No.
And are you pleading guilty to this because you believe you are guilty of this?
I just think it'd be easier trying to fight it all out, because I've only been to this woman's house one time.
Okay, I cannot take
And I
your
was
plea
doing-
if you don't think you actually did it. So we'll set this
I'm
down
just not
for
trying to
not
stay here
guilty.
longer. That's the whole thing. If it's quick, I don't understand. This is irritating me. Yeah, screw it. I did it.
Okay,
So stupid.
so back on November 29th of 2020, why don't you go ahead and tell me what it is you did that makes you guilty of the trespass?
Well, what happened was I got messaged by my baby mama to come pick up my daughter. So I said, okay. And I went with a friend of mine. We came, we didn't even go on the property. We were still in the road, in the driveway before her gate.
Is
She
Diane
came- is
Adams the
Diane-
baby mama?
No, that is her mom. That's my baby mama's mom. She came out, this Diane Adams came out of the house with a gun talking about I had to leave and that I was gonna get trespassed. And I didn't even know I wasn't supposed to be there to begin with. I was just told by my baby mama, which is this lady's daughter, to come get my kid.
Why don't we use her name?
Okay, wait, who, Diane or my baby mama?
Who's your baby mama's name?
Ashley.
Does she live at that house too?
Not anymore, no. She did at the time, but like I said, it's been
At the
5
time,
years ago.
and she told you to come over?
Yes, I had a text message from her that told me to come get my daughter because I was wanting to come visit with her, and she told me
I'm
to
not
come
gonna
get-
be able to take a guilty plea. It sounds to me on those facts that that's not necessarily a trespass. So we'll mark you as
It's
not
not, that's why
guilty.
I'm not understanding why I'm not here.
All right. Now, I'm not gonna make you sit in jail on this. In other words, this kind of case always would have got what we call PR bond, meaning you don't have to sit around in jail. The only reason you have a cash surety bond is because you didn't show up once. So if I give you a PR bond and let you out of jail again, you're telling me, of course, you're gonna show up for these next court dates in this case, right?
Yes, sir, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to just get out because I guess I have another one, bench warrant hold. So I don't know if
Oh,
it's. gonna
well,
let me
I
out
don't
of
think
jail.
it's in Allegan County. It might be somewhere else. But
Yes,
I'm not gonna hold you in jail on this.
Your Honor,
Is this a? Yeah,
Your Honor, I believe he has a case in Kent County that would be holding him, so I believe we would like to keep this at a low cash surety bond.
but then they won't come and get him.
I see. Never mind, Your Honor.
Yeah, I mean, generally. All right, so Moss Road, is that a good address for you?
No, how do you guys have all these old addresses? This is crazy, man.
Well,
No, I'm
You've
in
had
Benton
no
Harbor now.
contact with the court since 2020 on this case because you didn't show up for court. So that's probably where you were living back in 2020. Give me a good address for you.
In Benton Harbor, Michigan, 49022.
49022,
Yep.
as in the animal in the sea?
No, Wells, like I'm doing well. WELLS.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, in Benton Harbor. So I'm gonna let you out of jail on this. That probably means Kent County has to decide to either come and get you or also let you out. But you will get a next court date in courtroom A in front of Judge Scott. They're gonna hand it to you in jail or they're gonna send it to that address. Just make sure
Okay.
you show up for those court dates. They'll probably even be over Zoom at first. And you can get to the bottom of this without pleading guilty to something you don't feel you're guilty of, all right?
Okay.
You're all set.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Excuse me, Dan,
Yep.
is he gonna get a court-appointed attorney, Jefferson?
No,
On
no.
trespass, he won't.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Byro, you want to take yourself off mute so that I could hear your responses?
I'm not even here now.
My daughter's got off mute. Can you hear me?
Yep, yep.
Awesome.
So this says that on February 10th of this year, on 142nd there in Dora Township, that you were driving an unregistered vehicle. That's the misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and or $300 fines and costs. You also got a ticket for no valid plate. That is not punishable by any amount of jail time, but it is punishable by additional fines and costs. Understanding both your charges, do you wish to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty to those charges at this time?
I'm not guilty.
Okay, and should this go all the way to trial, sir, would you like to have that trial in front of a jury or in front of a judge?
Jury.
Okay, and you can continue to represent yourself free of charge like you are today, or you could always hire an attorney if you wish to. I am going to give you a PR bond or personal recognizance bond. So you do not need to pay any money. We're essentially just trusting you that you'll keep coming back to court for your court dates. So we just need to check this address, River Street. Is that a good address for you?
Yep.
All right, then you will get a next court date along with new Zoom instructions sent out to you in the mail.
Can I come to court? Can I come to court? I don't want to do Zoom. I got motions for the court already made out. And I got damages.
Yeah, when you
The federal court.
when you get that next court notice, that's when I would contact the prosecutor's office, let them know you wish to come in person.
Yeah, okay, because
And if you have motions to file, you can always just come in and file those at the window.
Okay, I could do that. Thank you.
All right, so you're all set for today. I'm going to go ahead and release you.
All right, Mr. King, you're here on a probable cause affidavit. Nothing's formally filed in your case yet, but I'm gonna set your bond on probable cause that possible criminal threat could be filed against you. What's the state's position on bond for Mr. King?
Your Honor, this is a level 9 person felony. My biggest concern is fact that Mr. King is not a local resident of Kansas, and therefore I would ask at this point in time to set his bond at $5,000 and order that he not go back to the hotel, the Comfort Inn, and not to have contact with the general manager, Jesse Tilson.
Ma'am, may I say something?
You can say something for me. You don't have an attorney, so don't be violating any of your rights, because anything you
yes,
use, if there is a case filed, you get all this stuff gets to be used against you. So
Yes, sir. I was just gonna say, I'm actually from Oklahoma. I was literally just passing through. Is there any way I can get an OR bond? I have a 4-year-old son. My big mom is at home taking care of him. She's pregnant again, and I have to get back and help him. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get a job. You know what I mean? I already have applications in. I'm waiting just on a response. And
you have
I
jobs,
really gotta
you're
take care of
looking
my
for
son.
jobs here?
No, not here. In Norman, Oklahoma.
Okay, I'm going to set your bond at $5,000 cash or commercial surety. Had you been local, there's a possibility of getting an OR bond. There's not great
I
possibility.
mean, my sister stays in Kansas.
Yeah,
She
I'm gonna
stays an
set
hour
your bond
away.
at 5,000 cash or commercial surety. So if you can see a bondsman and they'll pay, you can pay a percentage of that. You need to follow the bond conditions, make all your court dates. If you have them, don't possess or consume any illicit drugs or any alcohol while you're out on bond. Don't break any laws of the state of Kansas.
Sir, I don't
You
have
have
any
any
money, sir.
contact with Comfort Inn or any of its employees or Jesse Tilson.
Sir,
No
sir,
contact
I
of
actually,
any kind.
sorry, sir. I actually don't have any money. That's the reason why I was asking for an OR bond. My son, he really needs help taking care of. You know what I mean? My baby
Yeah,
mama's pregnant. She has another kid. We have 2 kids already. She's pregnant with another one. You know what I mean? I have to get home to my son. You know what I mean?
I
And like, if there's
understand.
any way I can get an OR bond and stay with my sister here in Kansas, I can have my baby mama come up here. Like, I've really got to take care of my son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that, sir. But I'm not going to give you an OR bond today.
Thank you so much for being here. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.